You made it through the winter, the dry heat blasting from every indoor vent, the long sleeves in February, waking up at 2 a.m. itching even though you moisturized before bed. You got through all of that, and then June showed up, sun and all. And you thought, finally, my skin is going to catch a break. Except your skin didn't get that memo. The heat hit and something shifted. That familiar prickle behind your knees, the patch on your inner elbow that flared out of nowhere, and you're sweating, which feels like the total opposite of dry. So why does your skin still feel like sandpaper? If that's you right now, I want you to hear this. You are not doing anything wrong. Summer has its own specific way of attacking eczema-prone skin. And almost nobody talks about it because winter gets all the blame. I'm talking about it today. All of it. I'm Robin from Botanical Skincare. I'm an herbalist, a botanical formulator, and I have eczema. So does my husband. So does my son. Summer in our house is a whole thing. And I want to share with you everything I've learned, both from my training and from living inside this skin, about what's actually happening when the heat hits. Now, before we get into the summer stuff specifically, I want to give you a really quick picture of what's going on with your skin barrier. Because once you understand this, everything else makes so much more sense. Now, think of your skin barrier like a brick wall. The skin cells are the bricks, and in between them, there's a layer of natural fats. Your skin produces them, and that's the mortar. The mortar does two incredibly important things. It keeps moisture locked inside, and it keeps everything from the outside world, bacteria, allergens, irritants, from getting in. Now, in eczema-prone skin, and this is not your fault, it's biology. That mortar layer is naturally thinner. There are gaps, which means moisture escapes more easily and irritants get in faster. That's the baseline. And winter and summer, both. But summer has three specific things that make those gaps dramatically worse. And most people don't know about any of them. Villain number one, sweat. Here's what most people don't know about sweat. It is not just water. Sweat contains sodium, trace minerals, and it has a slightly acidic pH, which sounds fine in theory, except when the salts gets against the skin that already has gaps in the barrier. Well, that's essentially like pouring this into the cracks on your brick wall over and over all day. The salt erodes the mortar further. The acidity irritates what's already compromised. And here's the part that might explain why summer feels so uniquely miserable. Research has shown that temperatures above 77 degrees Fahrenheit directly activate receptors in your skin that amplify the itch signal. So you're not imagining it. When it's hot, your nervous system is literally turning the itch dial up. Sweating more, itching more simultaneously in public, summer. Villain number two is the one that surprises people most. Humidity. Now, logically, humid air should help, right? It's wet outside. Surely that means moisture is getting to your skin. Nope. The skin barrier, remember, it has gaps. So it's losing water faster than it can hold on to it, regardless of what the air feels like. Humid air doesn't get absorbed into your skin. Your skin's own water loss is the internal. It's not the external one. And meanwhile, that warm, wet environment, it is a 5-star resort for bacteria and fungi. Eczema-prone skin is already more vulnerable to secondary infections, and summer creates exactly the conditions they love. So the air feels wet, your skin is still dehydrated, and the environment is working against you. That's the humidity paradox. Villain number 3, and this one genuinely upsets people when they hear it: air conditioning. You come inside to escape the heat. Your skin takes a breath, but it's a brief relief. And then your AC strips the humidity from indoor air at almost exactly the same rate as winter heating does. I know. So here's what's actually happening to your skin on a summer day. You go outside into hot, humid, sweaty conditions that are eroding your barrier from one direction. You come inside into cold, dry AC air that's depleting it from the other direction. Back and forth all day long with no reprieve. Your skin barrier is working overtime and it's exhausted. This is why eczema doesn't just get better in the summer, it changes. It's a different kind of hard. So now you know more about your summer skin barrier than most people who have eczema, and honestly, more than a lot of people without it. Here's the thing I want you to take from all of this. None of this is random. These aren't mystery flares. They are specific mechanisms happening, which means there are specific things you can do about each one. In this month's blog, which I'll link in the description, I go deep on 2 ancient botanical applications I learned in my herbalism training that I now use on my own skin during summer flares: a colloidal oatmeal poultice and a rose damascena rose poultice. Both have research behind them. Both are incredibly simple to make. I'm going to show you exactly how to make them in next week's video. And I'm also going to talk about the daily barrier oils that keep your skin protected in between those flare moments. The lightweight ones that actually work in summer heat without trapping sweat. Because the goal isn't just to survive summer, it's to actually live in it. If this helped you, or if it finally explains something you've been confused about for years, please subscribe. I post every Sunday, and every video this month is building on this one. Next week, I'm going to show you the oatmeal poultice step by step, the exact herbalist method I use with all the details that actually matter. The full blog version, everything I talked about today, is linked in the description. It's a deep read and it's worth it. And if you've been looking for a barrier oil specifically formulated for eczema-prone skin in summer, that's also linked below. I'll see you next Sunday, and take care of your skin.